Lakho Nkosanibonani siyanibingelela kuzo zonke izindawo lapho nibheke khona intandokazi yohlelo lenu babukeli Yilungelo Lakho. It's your right. Yes, you already know who it is. Umangcolosi usijongo kaMandwandwe uthi nje mbukeli unjani kodwa namhlanje siza kini bukhoma-ke la kumamba phambili SABC1 eMzansi for sure. Bukeli namhlanje siyazi ukuthi phela sekuphele iminyaka imindeni ilinde ukuthi ikhokhelwe lezo imali zabasebenzi bezimayini abaguliswa yisilicosis kanye ne-TB ezimayini. Ngabe yini ke mbukeli ebambe ukuthi kukhishwe lezi imali zabo ezifikela ku-5 billion rand? Ake singene odabeni lethu la namhlanje silicabangulisise lolu daba ukuthi sithini kuwena namhlanje. The ex-mine workers that were affected by silicosis noma TB due to iminyaka of ukudonsa nokuhogela ilokhuzana idust underground are finally breathing some sort of sigh of relief. Well, this as hope now draws closer for the payments of claims wabo, but up to now, in what seems to be a somewhat trickle effect, only a few have received their share of the 5 billion rand claim abayinikezwa High Court. Now, those still waiting are, of course, starting to feel their frustration. And among them are 3 ex-mine workers in the mining town of Carltonville whose frustrations have now been made worse by the current prevailing health challenges. Intatheli yethu ke ubaba uVuyisile Mdoda wenze nalophando.
Ngingomnye owalaba abaclaimayo.
Uba umlifi koloko usalinde iziphumo ezikagqirha ezithi ngaba naye ulixhoba lesifo semiphunga na. Ukuba akunjalo Londo iyakuthetha ukuba akazi ukufumana nesenti emdaka kwimbuyekezo yeebhiliyoni ezinhlanu zeerandi.
Njengoba ndingumuntu osebenze underground impilo yami yonke about 30 years yonke. So now kufanelekile kube nami akho ukuthi ingangandiphathi le nto. Ngoba bendiphefumula yona day and night.
Uthi ukuba ubusebenza emathunjini omhlaba ungenakuze ukwazi ukuziphepha esi sifo. Inzalwana yaseMozambique uLouis Machawule liqala lomsebenzi wasemigodini ukusukela ngo-1971.
Phakathi lapha kumoshekile.
Uthi iminyaka iphila nesifo sephepha i-TB. Ngomnye wamawakawaka abantu abafaka emabango embuyekezo kwezintsuku uphila ngomthandazo. Ithandazela ukuba izinto zikhawuleze kuba ingomso alaziwa.
Yo nami ndizosuka ndiyifeke ngoku ndingayitholanga le mali. Baza uchiyeka lo mfazi nalabantwana badlale ngayo nami ndingayidlangi. Inhlezi yami ndiyathi le nto ndingayithini.
U-Ernest Kotswana usebenze kwimigodi eliqela. Uthi into emenze ixhala ulinda bengazi ukuba bayekuva nini kwabo balawula le mali.
Yo kubhlungu dada. Kubhlungu. Uba uyabona i-COVID-19 nanzi ifikile. Ithatha abantu. Maybe nami sawusuka ndiwe nje ndiyonqajwa abantwana bami bashiyeke bangana mali baslupheka. Imali yami ishiyeke emva.
Ukusukela ngo-2012 kusiliwe elidabi kwade kwavunyelwana ngo-2019 kuba kuhlawulwe abasebenzi emgodini abachaphazelekayo. Ngoku ngo-2021 ingaba yintoni ebambezela umdlalo? Vuyisile Mdoda, Yilungelo Lakho.
Siyabonga kakhulu kubaba uVuyisile Mdoda ngalo mbiko asididiyele wona mbukele manje ke ukusitshela kabanzi phela ukuthi iphuma nini imali yalezi zikhalazo zemindeni. Masamukele ubaba uMonakho Dibetle yena ke okhulumela itrust yona le ephethe izimali zalabo ekumele bathole lezi zimali. Sibe naye futhi no Dr. Mphorabada yena ke umele umnyango ohlola ukulimala kwabasebenzi emgodini phecelezi the Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases. Gentlemen, a very good afternoon to both of you. Senamukelo hlelweni.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Doctor, maybe let's start with you, Dr. Rabada. I guess sizwe ngawe nsizwa siyayibona insert laphayana. We've got 3 miners named Ubabu Molefe Koloko, Ubabu Louis Machawule no Ernest Kotswana. Uyabezwa babu ukuthi bathini bathi they haven't received any updates abazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ngeimali zabo up until now. Sebethukile ukuthi with the current prevailing COVID conditions bathuka ukuthi manje ngathi bazoze bashone le mali bengayitholanga babu.
No, thank you for inviting me to the show, first of all.
Thank you,
And
Doctor.
yes, ngibazwile abobaba babeka indaba yabo. All I can say is that from the Bureau side, even during COVID time, we actually were working, obviously with administrative controls, when the claims labor submitted, that they are looked at, and then the people are paid. And the true story of it is that we've paid about $1 billion, close to $1 billion in the last 3 to 4 years to ex-mine workers. That is excluding the trust, just to show our commitment and attitude in making sure that those who are due, kumele bathole imali zabo, bazithole baphila, number one, so that they can have a better quality of life. So from our side, we really are committed to ensure that the imali iphuma as soon and as possible, provided obviously ukuthi umuntu unayo silicosis or TB, but a bureau it's a whole lot of diseases including asbestosis, etc. But angithi for a program will only maybe talk about TB and silicosis.
Yes.
So ngasho ukuthi from the Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases, we are paying and we doing our best to ensure that sikhabarisha abotata nabo mama labo ba affected ithingibeke kanjalo.
Okay, Baba. And then, Ntate Dibetle, I mean, hearing those ama complaints from the miners, what do you think is the current holdup? Why have these funds, why are they taking so long to be processed?
Yazi wena sisi i-trust yaqala ukwenza umsebenzi wayo kahle kahle elingisiye ngoFebruary kodwa yona yabekwa ngo-2020 ngoFebruary.
Yes.
Mayiqala ngoFebruary yaka-2020 besingena structure, bekungena infrastructure, bekungena abantu abasebenzela i-trust, besinawo nje ama-trustees. So umsebenzi bengeke uqala. Yathi lapho manje sithi siyaqala umsebenzi kwafika i-COVID-19. COVID-19 nayo yafika yenza ukuthi manje kube nama-delay kodwa sasebenza saphuthuma ukuthi senze ukuthi kuba nama-BME nama-lodgement sites across 5 countries within the SADC region.
Yes.
Sayenza sure ukuthi currently we have about 64 lodgement sites across the region, SADC, and then sinama 16 medical centers. Ayasebenza at the moment, and that's the reason why you have seen an increase in the number of people who have now come to lodge their claims.
Weren't those people part of the original class action suit that was, of course, granted by a high court? Iba award ngalo 5 billion.
When the dynamism and the complexity of the process, yenza ukuthi kube nama challenges amaningi.
Anjani baba?
For instance, abantu abaningi basidila nabo abafaka ama-claim. Ilabantu kade, most of them don't have the proper documentation. Some of them bahlala endaweni la singakhona ukubafikelela khona. That's why we've made sure that we set up ama-lodgement sites wethu in all the areas lapha kunakhona abantu abaningi who used to work emigodini. So be that as it may, we also had to, as a trust, siqale i-system ye-banking entsha, saqala i-insurance system entsha, i-actuarial system entsha, auditing and legal services, saqala ne-governance structure entsha. So that's why ngithi kuwe last year in 2020 bekunyaka wokuqala umsebenzi we-trust kodwa ama-lodgements wona aqale kahle kahle ngeyi-15 zikaFebruary ngo-2021.
Ngibonile lapho baba ukuthi in fact as of the 31st of January this year 39,608 claims have already been lodged as of January this year. But maybe we'll get into the nitty-gritties of our processes. I just want to hear from Lokhuzana, Dr. Rabada. Doctor, maybe Austrazele, what exactly is the role ye Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases kuyo yonke le Lokhuzana le case le?
Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases is that Tina, because we've been there, and Besihamba, also Sihamba, all areas of South Africa, with mobiles to get to the X-miners, to Tatama X-rays, some lung functions, Besege for certification committee, Besege certification committee, TB, no silicosis, no. Because into ebalulekile that you have to know is that lento bathi silicosis noma masenza i-X-ray manje bekusebenza mine maybe 20 years and sithola ukuthi no amaphaphu akho asase right. It doesn't mean ayikho, so because it's progressive uzothola ukuthi after 4 years masenze enye i-X-ray uthola ukuthi ikhona. So that is why it is a process repeatedly. So how do we get into the trust space?
Yes.
The cases list sasibona as ne-TB, ne-silicosis, as nama-certificates. So thina share information yethu ne-trust ukuthi these are the people that we have that abane-silicosis, abane-TB who qualify under our rules, remember?
Okay.
So under our rules, basically siyabanikeza bona, and then they have to check under their rules ukuthi bayithatha and how does it go with the process.
Okay.
So that is how we link. And lastly, into any important ukuthi nabo mabacheck abantu mabenza i-X-ray lung function nokucheckisha abantu, their examination siyayithatha nathi e-MBOD ukuthi abantu banga-examine twice.
Okay.
So we take it to our certification committees, now bayenza to their certification committees, so that we can expedite the processes on both sides, and then makube qualify kithi siyambhatala, and also on their side makube qualifier bayababhatala. So that is how we sort of work together, including ukuthi sinama meetings just to make sure that our processes now are aligned.
Okay, Doctor. All right, Doctor. Let's leave it there for now because I want to also get into the nitty-gritty zokuthi i-trust nelokhuzana ne-MBOD basebenza kanjani. Bukele asibambe lapho. Remember the numbers are 011-714-6918 or 714-6919. consumer@sabc.co.za is our email address. Siyatholakala futhi ku Facebook. We're back shortly after this. Ungayindawo. Bukele, welcome back. The numbers to dial 011-714-6918, 714-6919. consumer@sabc.co.za is our email address. Ikhona futhi ku Facebook. Mbukele, sikhuluma ngokuthi phela i-High Court ruled back in 2016 ukuthi lama miners abekasebenza a contractor lesifo ekuthiwa i-silicosis noma i-TB esidalwa ukuthi bahlale behogela i-dust ngaphansi komhlaba bangathola umklomelo kwisambeni semali sa5 billion rand kuze kube manje very few of lauma claims have been paid. My guest today bazama ukusicacisela ukuthi what is the hold up, and if when you are one of those miners or ama families that had abantu that were affected ukuthi yini ongayenza. My guest today ubaba uMonakho Dibetle weTiamo Trust ekuyiyona ke le ekhipha zona lezi imali alongside uDr Mpho Bada yena ke uvele ku Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases. All right, Monakho, maybe let's come here. I understand ukuthi iTiamo Trust to date Nite, you've only paid about 9 million rand to ama claimants with payments ranging from 25,000 to 250,000. Can you give us a nature of lauma cases babukuthi? How did they get approved? Was this also part of labantu be class action, and yin kahle kahle that they had to submit for ama claims wabo to determine also the amount that they get at the end of the day?
I think kumele siqale ngokuthi silungise le ndaba ukuthi akusiTiamo Trust, iTiamiso Trust.
Okay, baba.
Asifuna ukubalahla phela ekhaya.
Tiamiso, yes. Thank you, baba.
It means to make correct in the Tswana language.
Ngiyabonga, baba.
ngempela wena sisi, we've so far have recorded over, I think, just about 50,000 claims, paid about 269 of them as of today. And then obviously the money has basically increased from 9 million to a couple of, I think, more, over just 10 million just now. Kodwa labantu laba sesifanekeze i-compensation yabo or i-benefit yabo, yilabantu ngempela who wabafaka ama-claims wabo earlier this year, okay? NgoFebruary yibo baqale bafaka ama-claim wabo, and sifuna ukuthi sithuthuzele labantu ekhaya ngithi sithi ungathi masobona ingathi wena imali ayikakafiki boso manje uba impatient. Siyazama ukuthi for the next couple of months we stack up ama-payments to all the claimants who've lost their claims, and we ukuthi by the end of the year we've reached over 1,000 payments. Labantu laba bathola imali yabo wena sisi ngempela yilaba abantu ababonisa ukuthi banamaphawu esilicosis, kambe yilaba abantu babonisa ukuthi ngempela kade bane at some point bebane ne-TB. Abantu kade basebenza emigodini between 1965 and 2019 imigodi yegolide. They worked in a gold mine, and on top of that they can demonstrate that they have a compensable disease, which is silicosis ne-TB. And I think into important ukuthi futhi yilabantu abakade basebenza emigodini yegolide who are party to the settlement, because not everybody who used to work at a gold mine is eligible for compensation. Bakhona abantu bazofaka ama-claim ngeke bathola imali because ama-mine kade basebenzela are not party to i-settlement lesikhuluma ngayo.
Okay. All right. And then, Doctor, maybe Doctor, who then determines the amount of compensation? Because in Bonile Lapaktiwa Abanye, they can get from a range of 10,000 to 250,000. Of course, Guba 250, that is the biggest amount, that is in your most extreme cases. Inina any determiner ukuthi this person hlampaga kuluga kulu udeserve imali engakanani, or who decides that?
So iThemiso Trust inabodokotela bayo ipanel yayo lehlalayo mase ufaka iclaim iclaim yakho kumele ibe ukuthi you've got history examination, ibe ne-x-ray, and ibe ne-lung function test. So and then le claim le izoya ku certification committee yabo ye-trust. And then based yokuthi amaphaphu wakho affecteke kanjani, to what extent uzothola imali that is eqondene how isifo sakho singene kangakanani. So uzothola ukuthi like silicosis, ma une-silicosis iba itic, and then u qualify for a certain amount. Makube ukuthi lung function yakho ukuthi amaphaphu wakho maybe mawuhamba uphelelwa umoya awukhoni nokugijima into ezinjalo, mabayenza lung function iyasho ukuthi amaphaphu wakho affecteke kangakanani. So madibanisa lento zi-two, i-x-ray le ukuthi une-silicosis or ne-TB, and then ba-checkise ne-lung function ukuthi lung function yakho i-affecteke kangakanani, and therefore that it determina ukuthi uthola malini. Kunamanye ama-complications like uthola umuntu akasakhoni nokusebenza, umuntu makathi uyahamba nje uphelelwa umoya. So kunesifo esinye basi-copulmonale. I-copulmonale it's a complication ye-silicosis, angithi. So mawunayo as one of the examples ungathola up to 250,000, but ukuthi it's a 18-year trust certification. Manje, you also have got a Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases certification. Is different to lay trust. So bengifuna ukuthi nje ngiyenze besho abantu bazi ukuthi i-certification le that committee belongs to the trust. Okay. And i-trust uyobhadala based on their committee. And from government, which is a Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases, we've got also our own panels, which will also pay based on the criteria that is being that I have already
Mentioned above, yeah.
ngikazile. Thank you.
Okay, Doctor Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Ntatho Betle, maybe let's take it back a notch. I mean, when we say ngicela ukuzwa uDoctor ethi those that are eligible, this word keeps popping up. Who exactly are those that are eligible to go and claim and see ukuthi bangathola ilokhuzana compensation from this particular 5 billion bab?
Ngiyabonga ngale question iqoka kakhulu and bese ni responde kuyo, but I think it's important that we repeat ukuthi umuntu whom we say is eligible ulo muntu kade sebenza emigodini yegolide between the years 1965 ngoMarch nango 2019 ngoDecember. Lo muntu kumele akhona ukubonisa ukuthi uke waba ne-TB or waba ne-silicosis, and this should be like i-TB leyo wayithola asebenza emgodini, because angithi ungayithola i-TB noma uyabhema or wenzani. But then this must be a particular kind of TB that is related to kusebenza underground. Lo muntu lona osithi u-eligible lo muntu futhi osebenzele imayini, which is party to the settlement. But then lastly and most importantly, an eligible person also is the dependent yomuntu kade sebenza emigodini. Ngaba abantwana balo muntu kade sebenza emigodini maybe sekashonile or upelokazi wakhona or kanjalo. So now nje we qualify as eligible claimants.
All right, I hope ukuthi uyezwa ke lapho uyasho ubaba uDibetle ukuthi if ever when une family member or nazi umuntu obekasebenza emayini from 1965 to 2016, which is when the ruling was made, ngakhona ukuthi nizama ukuthi niyofaka izicelo, and of course sisazoza ukuthi ngwaphela this was part of a class action suit, so sisazoza ukuthi uyakhona ukuthi wena individually uyakhona ukuthi uhambe uyoziclaimela. And remember, it's not bonke abantu abasebenza kuma mine, it's particular mines that were part of this class action suit. 011-714-6918, 011-714-6919. Consumer at sabc.co.za. I'm going to take your Facebook messages. Ngiyabona ukuthi niyakhala, abanye bathi 21 years abantu bafaka ilokhuzana obaba besebenza or uma wakhe athushone ngo-2017. We're going to get more on this topic shortly after this break. Ungayindawo mbukela. The lines are wide open. Ngishayeleni ucingo ngiyazi nithando zami. 011-714-6918, 714-6919. Consumer at sabc.co.za is our email address. Sikhona futhi ku Facebook. I'm going to take your Facebook messages in a little while, but I just have to greet ubaba uJeffrey all the way from Hazyview eMpumalanga. Baba uJeffrey, sakwamukela baba ohlelweni, singakusiza kanjani namhlanje?
Siswami ubaba wami besebenza e-mine for 35 years. It was Mponeng mine. And then manje waphuma ngoba abakasakhona ukusebenza.
Uphume nini baba?
So uphume this year.
Okay.
Yeah, this year I think around January.
Wayeqale nini ukusebenza baba uJeffrey uyakhumbula?
1985.
1985. Okay.
Yeah. So manje into yenzekile ukuthi baye bamkhupha emsebenzini ngoba akasakhona ukuhamba lapha, and then he was working underground. Yeah. So manje we did the application yesiyamiso that they advised ukuthi fanele ayenze. Okay. And then now into esifuna ukuyazi ukuthi imine, as much as lo muntu occupational health, lento ukuthi alimali abe kanjalo angakhona ukuhamba, it is because of ebesebenza kanzima emine. Yebo. And then if aba explainela bathi yena no, this thing ayinto caused ngumsebenzi, it's just nje isifo that came out of from nowhere. So abazange babuyela kuye, they did nothing.
Okay, Babu Jeffrey ke wazama mhlambe wayoclaima through lega government lega ka Dr. Rabad.
Yes, we did, but manje ama office wabo, when we get there they don't tell us anything about ukuthi kwezakalani.
Okay, Babu Jeff,
Yeah.
ngicela ulalele lapho kumabona kude wakho baba. Thank you so much. Maybe Ntate Dibetle, let's start with you. Uthi I'm sure umzwile la uBabu Jeffrey uthi ubaba wakhe ubekasebenza eMponeng wastopa. He started from 1985 to 2021. Akakhona ukuhamba, akakhona ukusebenza. He did apply apparently under Itiamiso Trust and apparently nathi akaqualified because this disease was not part, I think, of this le 5 billion lena bab. Am I understanding correctly? Yini amanye ama options are now. I think the doctor will come in there after ususphendulile bab.
Ngiyabonga Siswani. I think what is critical ukuthi sicacise ukuthi amaphi amamayini who are party to the settlement.
Yes.
Ngifuna ukuthi bawazi bamamele ekhaya ukuthi benze sure ukuthi abalahleki. Amayini lawa ayi-6. Isibanye Stillwater. Harmony Gold, the Anglo Gold Ashanti, the Anglo American, African Rainbow Minerals, the Goldfields.
Okay.
Mine lawa 6, you who are party to the settlement. Kotwa, over the years, remember there's been acquisitions of it's several mines along the way. So these 6 mines have sort of taken over some mines whom also are qualifying. But then based on Wuti, they are now under the very 6 mines that I've just mentioned.
Yes.
So ubaba yena ngifuna ukuthi ngimcacisele naye ukuthi mawufaka iclaim kwaTiamiso Trust bazokufuna the following documents. I think it's important if you're claiming for it for you are a deceased claimant, you bring ama document afanele kuTiamiso Trust ukuthi bakuhambise kulamahlelo wethu nama steps wonke. You must bring a death certificate baba, for instance. You must bring ID. You must bring ama medical records baba. You must bring what we call imaculuscope. Inamba baba yomsebenzi. Mase sithole yonke le information sizoyifaka kwi-system yethu yaseTiamiso Trust. Then kulapho sizobona ukuthi ulo muntu oqualifyayo or akaqualify.
Okay.
If sekangena i-system ithi akaqualify, sho ukuthi must check ama documents onke awahambisani nale criteria yethu.
Okay. Doctor, maybe just come in there as well because I understand it, Dr. Guti. Na kuyachaza uBabu Jeffrey ukuthi yebo specify ukuthi he can't claim under le lokhuzana le payment ye silicosis or TB because as he stated ubaba bese ngasakhoni ukuhamba nokusebenza due to the fact that he's been working emayini. Angeza kunina doctor azoclaima, but me claima, is that a different process? How does it work? Uqala kuphi? Njengoba eshethe ama office wenu, you haven't given him any feedback.
Yeah, umsebenzi wethu ukusiza abantu. I think let me start there. And even if uza MBOD and you are not necessarily supposed to go there, you're supposed maybe to go to RMA. What we do is we direct you. And so before I answer it, Mina, I just want Uti Ubaba share my details nami so that or through you guys so that we can see the case so as Uti sim advice gahle because mawi umuntu akakhona ukuhamba was it because of a disease, was it because of an injury? So those are the things that we need to check.
But Doctor, while you're still there, Doctor, do you guys then make provision for amanye amalokuzana izigulo izifo abantu ababanazo while they working kumalokuzana kuma mines besides le silicosis ne TB? Do you guys then as ilokuzana medical bureau of occupational diseases then provide leyo lokuzana iliwe ukuthi if you can't get mhlambe iclaim yeTiamiso then they can come through you?
Yeah, so bengiza lapho that medical bureau of occupational diseases ibhatala occupational lung diseases izifo so the lungs, you know, because lung silicosis mawuthola dust yakhona silica dust, it affects your lung and then it affects your ability to uthole oxygen and therefore that is the basis of ukuthi ubhadale. Ne-TB, the same thing, i-asbestos, coal workers pneumoconiosis, etc. So linking it seems it's not part of the diseases less badalayo. However, it doesn't preclude ukuthi umuntu athola ama documentation and see ukuthi can we help or not.
Okay.
And then if we cannot help, at least batshele nama reasons, because manje njengoba asho it seems like akasisho ukuthi what are the reasons behind. And then it's not only the paperwork njengoba unako ashilo. Uzothola ukuthi ubaba usebenza emponeni, which qualifies is part of the mines. It's Anglo-Gold if my memory sets me right.
Yes.
Number two is that maybe bamenze i-X-ray leyo bathola ukuthi amaphaphu wakhe right, akana silicosis, akana TB, and njengoba i-trust ibhadala TB ne-silicosis, then they will say, hey, awuna TB, awuna silicosis, therefore asukubhadali. Mageza kithi nathi it might be that akuna any lung disease, but mina I'm offering ukubalalela and just see if there is a claim, and if there is sibone ukuthi iyakuphi, whether it's at MBOD or anywhere else, because that is why we are there to help the nation. Thank you.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Dr. Okay, Babu Jeffrey, uyasho ke lapho Dr. Rabadi ukuthi ucela uze nje e-office labo, in fact ucela ushiye ama contact details wakho nama producers wethu, and then uthi masu uzoya kubona you can bring i-death certificate kababa, some sort of i-ID kababa, ama medical records if you do have access to them, and of course ne number ebekuthiwa i-employee number ekusho ukuthi ubaba uregister ngayo lapha ya. Mbukeli, we're going to take another quick ad break. Ukhumbule those numbers are 011-714-6918 or 714-6919. consumer@sabc.co.za. Kuyajabulisa ukuthi uyazini, even if you don't have i-TB ne-silicosis, uyasho Dr. Rabadi ukuthi ningeza bazoni-check ukuthi hlampe yini enye abangayisa i-claim yenu kubona. So we're going to be back shortly after this. Ungayindawo Mbukeli, Yilungelo Lakho live on SABC 1. Welcome back. 011-714-6918. Alternatively, 011-714-6919. Those are the magic numbers. Ukuthi ushayele la studio. We are live Mbukeli. Siza kunina bukhoma. You can also send us your thoughts ku consumer@sabc.co.za. Usithole lapha on our social media platforms. Ithi ngeke umama ubuphilo in Harrismith. Ma sakwamukela ohleleni. Thank you so much for ukuthi ubambe uline. Singakusiza kanjani namhlanje?
Alicia.
Yebo ma.
My father worked for Harmony and other mines.
Yebo ma.
By chance, I found the name of my father at Teba's wall. So they advised me to claim.
Okay.
I did that and I brought everything and they said it's complete.
Okay. Uyisa uphi claim
it
ma
was NBOD at the time.
Mambo phela. Uyisa uphi claim yakho ma?
At Teba in Tabanchu, and I've also claimed in Kwakwa at Siamiso Trust at Teba as well.
Okay. Bathini lapho ma?
So they say the claim is complete by MBOD, and then again at Siamiso Trust I'm at stage 5. But I want to know how long does it take and why did MBOD not pay, you know?
Okay. All right. Ubaba uyeke nini ukusebenza ma?
I think it was 2008, I'm not sure.
2008. And bese benikile lokhu uzani conclusion ukuthi uzobe beneficiary of this 5 billion.
Yes.
But there is nothing abakanikokhela akenzeki next.
No, they haven't.
Okay.
They haven't.
Okay, Mambuphelo, now I'm going to suggest ukuthi mengidropha la kuwena, please ungadrop, ngicela ukuthi ushare nezinamba zakho kuma producers wethu so that bezokhona ukuthi bakuncede ama guests wethu namhlanje. Those guests again, Mr. Monaco Dibetle yena ke uyena Siamiso Trust alongside Dr. Mpho Rabada yena ke Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases. Ntate Dibetle kiyo Mambuphelo ari ntate was already approved gore utlona a beneficiary mara since 2017, nothing has happened, no update, absolutely nothing. And also, Dr. Rabada, Ari, you also approved Ubaba for benefit, but nothing has been paid or said at this point. So let's start with you, Ntate Dibetle. What could be the hold up on your side? Because she wants to know how long does the process take for them to get paid after being approved?
Okay, Mohammed. So now, with the CMS Trust, we started receiving claims from claimants in February 2021.
Yes.
So when Mama, what is what is happening at the moment is that masisala umsebenzi wethu earlier this year sasho sathi sizozama ukuthi sivale wonke lama claim within the 6 months, just 6 months of the year.
Yes.
Or after you've lost your claim. We've had to sort of reconsider that commitment because we've got so many claims that we had not anticipated we were going to get at a very short period of time. But the way we're saying,
yes, I've seen there's over 9 million that has already been paid out, Baba. Yeah, Sonia Sebens.
Yeah, so you might find umama then umama upilo. God willing, she's going to be paid in the next couple of rounds.
Okay.
So stage 5, then like last stages, then we are okay. But I can't say when is she gonna get paid. But then I can tell you one thing, she might be one of them towards the end of the year.
Okay. And Dr. Rabada, uthi she had also lodged a claim nani baba nam promise ukuthi naye angathola something esayidini leni. Uthi but since there hasn't been an update from you guys either.
Yeah. So mina, as I said with Tina, KPI is to batala.
Yes.
We don't have any vested interest with Sibambi Mali. I think that's the first point.
Yes.
The second point is that we don't promise batala abantu. What happens is that if you've got you lodge lento i-claim yakho yaku certification panel abodokotela abayi-4 bayayi-check bese bathi okay it's either on silicosis or TB and therefore either it's first degree or second degree bese bathi no bakunikeza certificate sokuthi une silicosis or TB. Then that certificate will then be a basis yokuthi ubhadalwe lapho. So the point of reference is that certificate. So mina ngizocela ukuthi also umama ashi number sibheke ukuthi is there a certificate esishow ukuthi unesifo esithize that qualifies, and then sibone ukuthi why it was not paid. Njengoba ngishilo in the last 4 years or so sibhadale $1 billion.
Yes.
We want to pay people. There is no reason why we shouldn't pay people. And then if input comes from us, we'll also take that ownership. Hey, this one fell, in the cracks. But the actual documentation or the name at a minimum, because I can check, must check in lesibone ukuthi sisebenza kanjani. Ngiyabonga.
Siyabonga Dr. Babukeli Nyamuza uDoctor uyayilahlela la kunina uthi yena into abafuna ukuyikhokha uthi yabashisa le mali lethana ama claims because bona they have no business ukuthi bagcine imali yenu. So if wonke ama documents enwa provideayo are right, wonke ama assessments enziwa ngendlela ekumele yenziwe ngawo kusho ukuthi ke imali yakho izophuma. All right, let me take some quick comments here on Facebook. I'm going to go to the lines just now, Sismesh. Uxolani Nchangase, Ntate Libet, Uxolani Nchangase, uthi, can you please provide us with the names of those mines affected again? Let me just count, Uzong, correct if I'm wrong. You said Sibanye, there's Harmony, there's Anglo Gold, there's Anglo Ashanti, there's African Rainbow Minerals and Goldfields, Bab. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Okay, Mbukela uzwile those are the mines. Sibani Harmony, Anglo Gold, the Anglo Ashanti Goldfields, as well as African Rainbow Mines. All right. Uti ulona utsepo ngeza kuwena kuThembi. Utsepo uti, my father is very sick. He worked at the gold mines for 37 years. He applied with Tiamiso Trust since February. He hasn't received neither a call nor an SMS from them. We're afraid that he will die before he receives what belongs to him, since he has been in and out of hospital 3 times this year. Okay, and Ntatedi said, I'm going to make you take that one, but I want to quickly take our caller, Umam Thembi, on the line. Sis Thembi, siyakwamukela Ntokazi ohlelweni. Usitshela ukuthi usifonela from where?
Yebo sisi, uThembi Mkwena ePort Shepstone.
Siyabonga Ntokazi yangakithi. Singakusiza kanjani ePort Shepstone?
Yebo, bengifuna ukuzwa sisi la kulaba bethi ama trust.
Yes.
Yebo, saclaima nathi sifakile iclaim, kodwa manje masiya esibhedlela sifuna i-medical report. Bathi abasenayo ngoba after 5 years ama-record bayawalahla.
Hayibo.
Manje ngifuna ukwazi kwenziwa kanjani esimeni esinjalo.
Okay, sithanda sami. Okay, ithi yebo sesiqhubeka.
Yebo, ngoba ubaba yena udokotela wayethe iphaphu lakhe langanhlanye lidlekile selibambelele nje ngezintambo.
Into yanini lena sisithembi? Usaphila ubaba?
Ubaba sekashona.
Oh, ushone nini? Ungasitshela ukuthi ushone nini?
Ngo-2011.
Oh, okay, but bese niyifakile iclaim before eshona?
Cha, siyifaka manje iclaim beku May, June.
Okay, May, June what this year? Okay.
Yebo lo nyaka sathi mesifuna ama-medical report esibhedlela. Bathi abanawo, after 5 years bayawalahla ama-medical report.
You okay sisithembi
manje kuhambe nje izinto ezingena medical report.
Okay sithanda sami, lalela-ke ngizocela nawe ukuthi wenze njengalaba abanye ababukela ade besifonele. Ngicela ushiye ama-numbers wakho uwashiye nama-producers wami so that sizokwazi ukuthi o-doctor nobaba uDisehle bakhona ukuthi ba-contacte. Mbukela, it is our final commercial break. Angazi ukuthi isikhathi siye kuphi. Let's take another quick ad break singabe sisapholisa isikhathi. Because it's our final segment here. Ngisahleli nobaba uMonako Dibetle weTiamiso Trust no Dr. Mpora Bada ovela kwi-Medical Bureau of Occupational Diseases. Doctor, maybe let's start with you there. Usisthembi, in fact, Mr. Dibetle, Usisthembi from Port Shepstone uthi baclaimile bathi isibhedlela sithi there is no medical records bayawalahla after 5 years. So are these some of the excuses that you are receiving? Mhlambe kubantu mebezolokhuza mebezoloja ama complaints uthola ukuthi they don't have the necessary paperwork efana nama-medical records?
Ngempela sisi kwenzeka ukuthi abantu bafike bangaphathanga lama-record la siwadingayo for i-claim ukuthi ilojiwe. Kodwa because siyasebenzisana ne-MBOD sinokuthi sibathumele i-MBOD ukuthi bayo-check-a khona, because khumbula ukuthi i-MBOD i-process ye-government.
Yes.
So kunokwenzeka ukuthi banama-records azokhona abonisa ukuthi umuntu washona because of i-TB or i-silicosis.
Okay.
Ngempela ezinye, in fact most ey'bhedlela sometimes abanawo lama-records and enza ukuthi abantu babe ne-anxiety bagcine manje sebangazi ukuthi bashone kuphi. Kodwa siyabamukela sithi wozani ukuthi sikhona ukusebenzisana nani sincedise ukuthole nama-records.
Thank you so much. Ngiyabonga Mr. Dibetle. Doctor, nangomunye la ku social media uthi mina ndicela ukwazi, do they also help people with unclaimed benefits who are ex-mine workers? That's just one question. And how long does it take for a claim to be approved? There's a trust initially said it may take up to 6 months, but it's been more than 6 months. I'm just putting these questions up to you. My father put a claim in 2018 and all requirements that were needed were processed and nothing else come of it. My father is dying with TB. He's 50 years old now. A lot of people are loving the topic today. Unfortunately, I can't go through wonke imibhalo yenu because we are out of time. Doctor, maybe a very quick comment there. Bese usishela nama details ukuthi where can they get hold of you? Bese sibwela kubaba uDibetle nasishela ukuthi banganithola kanjani directly.
Etinkale kanje the umama othe the records esibhedlele azikho zilahlekile. Yes, that can be true, However, sometimes uthola ukuthi abantu checki kahle and go to the records. So I would just advise ukuthi perhaps ayebuyisi or yes, leso sibhedlela just to put lodge this formally.
All right.
And then maybe uzothola ukuthi uyawathola lamaphepha lawo.
All right.
To ubaba
Very quickly, doctor, we're out of time now. Very quickly, ositshele nje uthi ama direct contact details wakho athini baba, so wafaka lapha ku Facebook.
Asiqale ngomnako. I'll give you a landline. There's just a problem. Normal landlines with MBOT at this point in time. I just want to give you the one that will be manned 24/7.
Okay.
So let's start with Monako.
Monako, your contact details very quickly, Bab.
Thank you so much. I think the first contact detail that is important is the trust call center number. It's 001,240.
Okay.
And then when you are outside South Africa, maybe you are in the SADC region, it's 0027 10 500 6186.
All right. Okay, siyabonga kakhulu.
You can go to tiamisotrust.com.
All right. Okay, doctor, unfortunately sesiphelelwe isikhathi. You know what I'm going to do, doctor? You can leave amalokuzana ama numbers wakho. We'll get them. We'll put them on our repeat episode. We'll also put them on our Facebook page as well. Mbukeli, thank you so much for joining us. Ngiyabona ama comments wenu maningi ngempela. Doctor, as well as Mr. Dibetle, thank you so much for your time today and information abasinike yona ngebhadi. Mbukeli, mina ke I can't do much in an hour. I just hope ukuthi I've raised the relevant questions ukuthi niyazi ukuthi niyakuphi nobani imali zikhona noma cha. Let's meet next week for another live consumer affairs discussion khona la mamba phambili SABC wanu Mangcolo Sumajala usijongo uthi nje nisale kahle. Bye bye.